Have you ever listened to someone and thought to yourself, everything they're saying makes sense, but I'm still not convinced? Or maybe you were the one explaining something clearly and people still didn't buy in. That's not a communication problem. That's a communication architecture problem. Let me explain. Today, I want to show you a 2,000-year-old framework that fixes this and how I personally use it when preparing talks, speeches, presentations, content, the full works. Let's get into it. Aristotle said that persuasive communication rests on 3 pillars: ethos, pathos, and logos. Ethos means credibility. Why should I trust you? Pathos, emotion. Why should I care? And logos, logic. Why does this make sense? Here's the key insight. This framework isn't just about what you say. It's about how your message is structured to persuade. In my Speak framework, architecture is one of the most important steps. Architecture is where you design before you speak. And this is exactly where Aristotle's rhetorical triangle fits in. When I'm preparing a speech, an important talk, or a difficult conversation, I always ask myself, where is my pathos? Where is my ethos? Where is my logos? If one of them is missing, communication can collapse even if the message is clear. Let me show you what I mean. Imagine I say, this new AI tool increases productivity by 27%, it reduces turnaround time by 40%, and it integrates seamlessly with existing workflows. It's logical, it's clear, but notice there is no emotional acknowledgement and no trust building. This would be seen as weak architecture even though the information is correct. Now listen to this. I know a lot of creatives are worried that AI might replace them. That fear is real. But this tool doesn't replace creativity. It protects it by saving time. In fact, people using it are finishing work 27% faster. Same facts, but very different impact. And why? Because the message was architected with the audience's emotions in mind. But persuasion still fails if ethos is missing. Check out this example. Trust me, this approach works. You should follow my advice. Your brain immediately asks, who are you to be telling me this? Why should I even listen to you? That's an ethos gap, a structural flaw. Now let's compare that to this example. I've spent the last 10 years working with freelancers navigating change and burnout. I've seen how overwhelming tools like AI can feel. That's why I tested this system myself. And the data shows it saves about 30% of their time without hurting quality. You can see that that works because ethos builds trust, pathos builds connection, and logos builds conviction. That's persuasion by design. So here's the takeaway. When you're preparing any form of communication, whether a speech, a presentation, a video, or even a tough conversation, use Aristotle's rhetorical triangle as part of your architecture. Ask yourself these questions. Have I earned trust? Have I acknowledged emotions? Have I made it make sense? Good communicators speak clearly, but persuasive communicators design their message. That was Aristotle, and this was a architecture in the Speak framework. Try it out in the comment section. In less than 3 sentences, try and communicate something using ethos, pathos, and logos. And then we can all comment and give you feedback. I'll do this for the first 50 people who comment. All right, looking forward to reading from you.